This was probably so big bag of me and my daughter, but we decided to make some white chocolate and regular chocolate chip cookies because we had both. And I wanted to mix them together, and they turned out delicious. As always, I will drop the recipe below so y'all can have the exact measurements on how I made these chocolate chip and white chocolate chip cookies. We gonna call them mixed cookies since they was white and black. So first, I thought my butter was softened enough. You want to start off with 2 sticks, but clearly it wasn't. So I had to remove those after we broke them up and melt it and let it cool off for a second. Then I added it back into my brown sugar, my white sugar mixture, and then mixed it together. My daughter was being such a great helper in the kitchen. She wanted to mix everything, so I was letting her learn. Those chunks that you see are just butter. They will eventually melt. The butter wasn't frozen. I guess it just wasn't soft enough. Then we went in with 2 eggs. I had to carefully break them apart because she's still learning how to break eggs in the kitchen. But it's a learning progress, so we're going to do it together. Then you want to go in and mix those together. Now, y'all, I was doing my dry ingredients, right, which is baking soda. You got some salt, cornstarch, and your flour. Why did I add the vanilla extract into the dry ingredients? And after I did it, I'm like, hold on, I was supposed to put it over there in the wet. But nonetheless, I was just distracted. I went ahead and mixed it together. But just for future references or when you're making this, please try to separate your wet and dry ingredients for the best outcome. They still turned out delicious, but I think with the baking soda, your cornstarch, your salt, and your flour, when you're mixing them together, you want to make sure that they are well mixed together, they get to know each other. Every inch of your flour has some of that baking soda, some of that cornstarch, some of that salt, so that way your cookies will turn out amazing. You know what I'm saying? And then I went in and I was kind of mixing it. Then I started to fold it in so it wouldn't be overworked. And this is pretty much how the dough came out. Now, this recipe, it doesn't matter if you use light brown sugar or dark brown sugar. I had light brown, so that's what I used. Then we went in with our regular chocolate chips and our white chocolate chips, and we added that in there. Yes, y'all, this is how they look. These are my mixed cookies. That's cute, right? And then on a parchment sheet, you want to go in and just scoop out your cookies. Now, depending on how big you want them would determine. I think I had a small ice cream scooper. That's just what I use. I preheated my oven to 375 degrees while we were scooping out the cookies and put them in there for about 6 to 7 minutes, y'all. It does not take long at all. And look how golden brown and soft in the middle that they came out. They were so delicious. I was trying my hardest to show y'all the middle. Look at my daughter playing in the background, and she right here trying to help me with the voiceover. But y'all, delicious. Try these mixed cookies.